take the stack down?
We actually don't know how long it's going to take. You know, we know this is a very serious situation. If you were to look at that stack, you can see that one corner of this box is completely gone, and the lightning actually came down one corner and went out the other. So imagine you have a box that doesn't have one corner. It's very susceptible, you know, to collapse. So it took a lot of engineers, a lot of consultants, and one of the best demolition crews in the city, S&R, very local, to establish how they're going to do this very, very carefully. This is a very dangerous situation, and what we have to be careful about is people live just 20 or 25 feet away from this in these beautiful condos that were rebuilt as a result of this church. And we just want to make sure we're very careful with this and we do things the right way.
Yeah. Are the people living in the condos still out of the building? They're still evacuated? Or
Well,
the
city has had conversations with them. The demo people has had conversations with them, and we're communicating exactly what's going on. But the city's been unbelievable. Kevin Murphy's office has been unbelievable. He's been checking with me on a daily basis, and I just got to applaud the way the city has come together and realize that this is a very dangerous situation. Our building inspector, Sean, he is just unbelievable, and he came right out here and took care of the situation immediately and really demanded what process this was going to be and how fast it was going to happen.
How did you go about determining whether it needed to be taken down or whether it could potentially be saved? Was that a long process, or did it just...
Well, it wasn't a very long process because we brought out immediately some of the top engineers in the Merrimack Valley. As a matter of fact, we brought out a firm called Tech Engineering, and Tech Engineering is one of the engineering companies that the state of Massachusetts relies upon to test all the bridges in Massachusetts to see if they're safe or not. So this is an outfit that comes in and immediately assesses the situation. And I think when you have a situation like this, great leadership assesses the situation right away and makes a very quick determination. I don't think you have the luxury of looking at this and poking and prodding at it. This is a stack, as the engineer said, that could come down at any time. So I think the faster we resolve this situation and address it, the better off we are.
And Sal, you mentioned it kind of breaks your heart to see it come down.
It does. I mean, this is the oldest mill at one time in Massachusetts. The history of this mill is very, very exciting. This was one of the first companies ever to create, let's call them the term elixirs. You know, they made a veggie pill, they made a sarsaparilla that was supposed to stop you from balding, and they made all these medicines. And at one time, they were producing over 10,000 bottles of these elixirs on a daily basis. So this was a very exciting operation Mr. Hood put together, and there's a lot of history here. But having said that, I think what's exciting and what the city of Lowell is trying to do, or at least talk about, is say, okay, we respect our history, we understand where we came from, but how do we create a new beginning or a new opportunity for the city of Lowell, a new look, a new feel, but not forget our roots. I think if the city of Lowell and developers get together, they can create that. I don't think it necessarily all has to be in a box all the time the same thing. I think there's wonderful blends.